Welcome to the Casino Insiders, and I'm your host, Deacon Kane. Hey folks, as you guys have heard in our last couple of episodes, we have a new sponsor, and it's Liquid Nitro. Like I said, it is pretty phenomenal. My favorite is the low carb one. You guys have to check it out. Trek it. Not try it or check it. It's trek it, okay? Because it's absolutely phenomenal. And I tried a little something because my boy goes, hey, you got to try this. So this is Jamaica's number one drink right now and on the whole island. You ready for this? So get a clip, obviously a cup. Get some ice, put it in a cup. I mean, I know that's pretty self-explanatory, right, folks? Then you put a little bit of Hennessy with a little bit of your favorite flavor of the Liquid Nitro, and it tastes like candy, let me tell you. And I tried it, and oh boy, it's too smooth. I think that's what they should name it, Too Smooth, let me tell you. That should be the new name of this drink, straight up Too Smooth. But anyway, let's move on and have a little bit of fun, okay, folks? Today we've got, a little bit here, a little bit there to talk about. Heard something kind of interesting. Did you guys know that every state has a different requirement on showing the odds on either machines or lottery tickets? So, whatever state you are in, I want you guys to take a look at not lotto tickets, okay? Because that's a little bit different, but lottery tickets, okay? The scratchers and all that kind of good stuff. Because allegedly, you're supposed to have some sort of odds back there somehow, some way. Okay, I don't have any with me at this point in time. I literally just heard this probably like 12 minutes ago. So this was kind of interesting. I ran home and I had to talk about this. Now, every state is different. But what's also different about every state? Yeah, big long pause there, right? Not every state has tribal gaming or a sovereign nation. Well, they do have sovereign nations, but as far as gambling goes, correct? So therefore, a sovereign nation does not have to give that percentage out. Okay? Now, let's say that you go to Vegas and you want to know what the percentage is on that slot machine, huff and even worse puff, and you sit there and you go over, and I'm going to talk about huff and even more puff and huff and puff later, by the way. And you go up and you ask the people, well, apparently in Las Vegas, they have to tell you what the percentage is on that game that it has paid out. Now, how they look it up, I have no idea, okay? But if you're in, like, Florida or California or Washington or New York, New Jersey, whatever, where they have the Indian casinos, if you're at an Indian casino, they can tell you to go pound sand, basically. Okay, so, hey, you go pound some sand. I don't need to tell you what that percentage is. And I thought this was so interesting. And the reason why I thought this was interesting is, why wouldn't they want to give the percentages out to their guests? Because that just means that the guests would want to play those machines more to try and get the percentages up. Or they'd want to play those more just to see if they could win. Because they're, at least in my opinion, maybe I'm just a little bit different, a little goofier there, as we all know I am. We definitely know that. But that was definitely something that I thought that you guys would love to know about. Okay? Do you guys all understand that? I know I'm understanding to make sure you understand, so therefore we all understand. Because at first I was confused when I heard it. Because I didn't know that you could actually ask to see the percentage. Now, maybe this information is completely wrong and I'm talking out of my arse. Which, sometimes I feel like I am. But other times, you never know. Okay? So therefore, hopefully this kind of helps some of you people out. If you guys go to Vegas, ask. Why not? Check it out. All right? Now, let's go back to Huff and Puff. Or let me phrase that. Huff and Puff. Or Huff and More Puff and Huff and Even More Puff. Jesus criminy. That was a mouthful. Way too much. Way too much. So we're just going to go Huff and Puff 1, Huff and Puff 2, okay? Because I really don't want to get into that. So, a friend of mine sent me an email, and he goes, hey, the new Huff and Puff is out. We'll say that's Huff and Puff 2 right now. It's got 2 reels, and it's really pretty, and got a lot of sparkly things that are out there, and I saw it. We have it at our casino. We've got like 3 of them or something like that. I don't know. Maybe 13 of them somewhere around the casino. I don't know. I can't stand the game personally, but that's just me. And he goes, hey, I know you got both of those games at your casino. I want you to go look at both of them. Go look at the pay lines. I go, all right, man. I'll go look at the pay lines. So I go and I look at the pay lines. Okay? And I look at the Huff and Puff 1, and I go, man, those are some decent pay lines. I didn't realize those were so high. And then I look at Huff and Puff 2, and I went, holy bleed. Because your payouts are a lot lower. So if it's IGT or Konami or Aristocrat or whatever they are screwing you guys on the double wheel with the payouts. So I want you guys to all go out there and check this out. So of course, now that me and my buddy are talking about this, my phone picks up on this, right? And guess who has been talking about this? A guy that I absolutely, totally respect. Great guy. Cowboy Slots. So I actually was like, I told my buddy, I go, you were checking out Cowboy Slots, weren't you? And he goes, no, I swear to God I wasn't. I swear. So I called him out. I go, BS. Yeah, you were. Because you just wanted to throw me under the bus, didn't you? A little bit here, Sparky. And he's all, no, Deacon, I swear I didn't want to. That type of thing. So, Cowboy Slots, I just want to say I'm not trying to copy you at all. Just to give you a heads up, it all came up after our conversation and all that kind of good stuff. But you did a much better job than I did, so I want to give you all the credit. So thank you very much. And, hey, guys, I'm just going to be upfront with you. Go look at what Cowboy Slots does. He does a great job of explaining it a lot better. He actually gives you the better details, gives you the actual pictures and all that stuff. So I don't want to take anything away from his thunder, okay, if you guys know what I'm saying. So just so you guys know, I got information from somebody else. They told me. I'm not trying to copyright anything or do anything like that. Just a heads up. Okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. So, we are at the halfway point here. And, hey, wanted to know if you guys had an opportunity to check out Deuces the Shop. And got to have a little bit of fun. Checked out the new swag. Let us know how you like it. Because I know I like it. I really like it. Really, 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 Really like it, by the way. And I had the ladies that liked it. I had a few of them send me an email. So you gotta like that, especially when the ladies love it. Thank you, ladies. I always, always, always greatly appreciate you. All right, so it's time to move on. What are we going to move on to, folks? I have no idea. Yep, I don't. I really don't. I had a couple of things here that I wanted to discuss and talk about, and guess what happened? I lost it. I know. Fumble fingers. Well, this is going to be kind of silly, and the reason why it's kind of silly is because the stuff that I want to talk about is some of our listeners, our great listeners out there, okay? And I love our listeners, and I want to say thank you. And I know this is like episode either 52 or 53. Sorry, I'm putting everything together, so I apologize. I think it's going to be 52, if I'm not mistaken. And I've got people from all over the world, which I think is pretty awesome, listening to us. And on numerous platforms, you've got Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Alexa. I didn't know that Amazon Alexa even had one, so that's even better. I think that's pretty cool. What about you guys? What do you guys think? Let me know. So, all time, we have, what do we have here? We have obviously the United States. We have Uzbekistan. We've got Kazakhstan. Vietnam likes us. Ethiopia likes us. Russia likes us, which is kind of interesting. China, that's really interesting. Moldova, Algeria, Iraq, India, South Africa, Libya, Mexico, Australia. Wow, I can't even say this, but I'm going to try. Azerbaijan. I'm going to butcher that. Mongolia, Ukraine likes us. Yemen, Canada, our friends to the north. They're awesome, by the way. They've sent us quite a few emails. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you up there. Venezuela, Argentina, who just won the Copa America a few weeks ago. Ghana, Brazil, Egypt, Bolivia, Thailand, Morocco, the country of Georgia, not the state, folks, the country, Chile, Singapore, Paraguay, Indonesia, Germany, the UK, Saudi Arabia, Kyrgyzstan, Fiji, Laos, Tunisia, United Arab Emirates, that's kind of cool, Lebanon, Turkey, the Philippines, Uruguay, Bulgaria, Tajikistan, Ivory Coast, Poland, Israel, France, New Zealand, Ireland, Denmark, Lithuania, Hong Kong, Austria, Kenya, Italia, Slovakia, the Netherlands, the Republic of Moldova, interesting, Latvia, Czech Republic, Cambodia, Uganda, Spain, Iceland, South Korea, Sweden, Romania, Peru, Malta, Costa Rica, Malaysia, Slovenia, Guatemala, the Bahamas, Colombia, who had a great showing in the Copa as well. Spain ended up winning the Euro a few weeks ago, by the way, over England. Let's see, Cyprus, Belarus, and Montenegro. Wow. Didn't have any idea that I had that many countries that enjoyed, gambling or talking gambling. So that's pretty cool. Thank you all. By the way, I really do appreciate it. And here in the States, just kind of throwing this out there just so everybody can see it. We've got California, Illinois, Texas, Virginia, Michigan, Colorado, Kentucky, Indiana, Florida, Arizona, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Washington, New York, Utah, Missouri, Maryland, Nevada, Washington, Ohio, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Mississippi, Oregon, Idaho, Minnesota, Kansas, Arkansas, Alabama, Wisconsin, the District of Columbia. That's Washington, D.C., folks. Nebraska, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Connecticut, Delaware, West Virginia, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and there's one that's, wow, that's interesting, one that's blank, but I've got percentage on it. Alaska, Iowa, Maine, South Dakota, and New Hampshire. And we can't forget about Montana. A big, small state, basically. That's actually pretty sweet. So, again, everybody out there, thank you guys so much. We greatly, greatly appreciate you here. I just don't have any words to express how much we do appreciate you, other than thank you. I hope you guys enjoy the show a lot. I hope to bring you more episodes. We'll have to see how things go. I'm going to reassess everything after the 59th episode and go from there. So, folks, a couple weeks ago, they tore down the Mirage, or they're in the process of redoing the Mirage. Did you guys know that they ended up having to give away like $1.6 million from the 1st of July to the 17th when they closed everything down at the Mirage? And they were giving away, it started off at $50,000, $60,000 a day, $100,000, $200,000, and they kept on doing $200,000 a day. People were actually sitting at machines and not playing them. Some people were playing and some weren't. They were turning off machines. They were pretty much basically getting ready to get the hell out of there. And they were doing special incentive drawings if people were, I want to say people had to be playing the games to win. But apparently it was causing such an upheaval and an uproar that people were starting fights, people were starting arguments. Well, they're not playing, being Karens because these folks aren't playing, that they almost had some huge riots. But there were hundreds and maybe even thousands of people that ended up going to the Mirage and basically closing it out. And the last day for the Mirage to be open is the 17th. Now, the Hard Rock Casino is putting in a new casino there. My understanding is they are adding on, and they're adding a guitar, basically, casino like they have everywhere. But this is going to have, with the guitar, it's going to have rooms in the guitar. They're going to Vegas it, and they're going to make it look all spectacular and phenomenal. But check it out. See what it's going on. You'll see that it's pretty craziness. It's a lot of craziness going on down in Las Vegas right now with the Mirage. Or not right now, but a couple weeks ago with the Mirage. And you'll be able to find that out if you guys want to check it out. I mean, I know it was it wasn't a few weeks ago. It was like a week and a half ago now, give or take. Or a week ago. I don't know. I can't keep up with all that times and stuff and go from there. But I hope you guys, and actually, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's show. We kind of had some fun facts and had a few little things here. We talked about Liquid Nitro. We talked about Deuces the Shop. We talked about 1-800-GAMBLER. If you do have a gambling problem, please, again, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Again, folks, I'm Deacon. Again, I want to say thank you. And from me to you, deuces.